In a world where power spikes and gravity-defying jumps often steal the show, there exists two unsung pillars of Karasuno, holding the team together with their strength that is silent yet unbreakable. Sawamura Daichi and Sugawara Koichi aren't flashy players, but they are the very soul of Karasuno, standing firm, consistently anchoring the spirit of a team that refuses to be defeated. Hi guys, I'm Yumi, and today let's jump in with me into the story of these two men and discover the power of leadership that doesn't need to shout to be heard. First, let's talk about Daichi, Karasuno's captain. At first glance, he doesn't seem to be the strongest player. Compare him with other school captains like Oikawa from Aoba Josai, who is a brilliant setter and playmaker and just seems to be like the main character of the school. And then there's Ushijima from Shiro Torisawa, who's clearly the strongest ace in the school. And captains like Bokuto with his magnetism and energy, or Kuro, who's the most influential figure, and Nakoma. You get the picture? In a glance, when we compare Daichi with those other captains, Daichi seems to be lackluster, isn't he? Does he even deserve the title captain? In fact, some outsiders even call him as the support guy who gets outshined by everyone else.
10番がいなけりゃ勝てたよな。
いや、セッターだろ。首相じゃねえの。首相ね。まあ確かに。周りからはあんまり見えない土台ってやつ。
With his grounded nature, Daichi acts as the rock of Karasuno. He doesn't let the tempest of the game ruffle him. Instead, he stands firm, absorbing the shocks and providing a foundation to let others shine. His resilience during challenging matches, his ability to read the mood and rally the troops, showcase a leader who understands that strength isn't just about physical prowess, but emotional intelligence. The battle with Wakunen exemplified this very well. When Daichi was injured and needed to stop playing during the game, Karasuno struggled.
落ちる！前前前！動け！走る！
Yes, Daichi is not about power spikes or complicated gameplay, but he is a very reliable receiver who enables the whole team to move smoothly, receives that the team and the audience almost take for granted. As Oikawa observes,
目立つスーパーレシーブだけがいいレシーブじゃないからね。今まで当然のように上がっていたボールが上がらなくなるとすれば、そういうのは地味にじわじわと効いてくる。実感している頃。
without Daichi there, the Karasuno team felt that everything is suddenly much tougher. It's harder to receive the ball, it's harder to keep the ball, it's harder to stay calm under the pressure that's mounting on them, and it's just much harder to score. Daichi's leadership, it's like a stable foundation of a building. Oftentimes, when we admire a building, a design, or their beauty, we don't take the time to appreciate the foundation underneath the ground. But think about it. Without a strong foundation, there can be no building. Daichi's strength is like that. He never once faltered under the weight of such pressure. Even when faced with taunts or strong opponents, Daichi's stance remains unyielding. Every step, every look, every move he made or spoke is for a singular purpose: to push his team forward no matter the odds.
畳みかけろ。ビビることなんか一個もねえ。はい、集中し直し。
His challenges were just physical battles. They were battle of wills, and time again, Daichi's resolute spirit shone through. On the other hand, our vice captain Suga, with his watchful eyes and intuitive gameplay, is like the team's compass. He might not always be on the front lines, but his insights from the bench are just invaluable. He spots weakness, defies strategies, and when the team feels lost or aimless, he's there to guide them back on track. His encouragement isn't loud, it's sincere and heartfelt, giving players the nudge they need to push their limits. Sugawara exemplifies determination, albeit in a different manner. He may not always be in the spotlight, but his spirit never wavers. Being a third year and often on the sidelines could discourage many people. But Suga, he transformed this position into one of empowerment. He cheers, his insight and unwavering support from the bench are laced with determination that says, I am here and I will contribute in every way that I can. His moments of stepping into the court, especially when the team needs a change of tempo or strategy, highlight his readiness and deep-seated resolve. True leader possess a rare quality, the ability to prioritize the collective goals over individuals' accolades. One might assume that being in the third year, the final year of high school, the desire to be in the limelight would be paramount. Sugawara's sacrifice is one of the most poignant narratives in the series. When Coach Oka introduced Kageyama as the primary setter, the air grew thick with suspense. A lesser man might have been consumed with envy and disappointment. But Suga, in a moment that left many viewers awestruck, chose this path of magnanimity.
一つでも多く勝ちたいです。次へ進む切符が欲しいです。それを取ることができるのが、俺より影山なら、迷わず影山を選ぶべきだと思います。
Instead of withdrawing or harboring resentment, he took it upon himself to mentor Kageyama, the young prodigy. The scenes where he offers Kageyama advice, tips, and even strategies speaks volumes about his character. Rather than wallowing in what could have been seen as a personal setback, Suga recognized a chance to propel his team to greater heights. His vision was clear. The team's victory is his victory. Such selflessness paint a portrait of true leadership where personal desires are eclipsed by the goal of team success. True leaders see potentials not just in themselves but in fostering it with others, and in this, Sugawara shines as a beacon of wisdom and selflessness. The synergy between Kageyama and Hinata, while it's awe-inspiring to the audience, was not possible without Suga's help. Suga was the one who taught Kageyama and Hinata to create secret codes to use in the game.
相手サインに気づかなかったな。
ああ、当分有効に使えそうだ。
誰に考えてもらったの？
菅原さん。
It was his depth and understanding and foresight that laid the foundation for one of the most dynamic duels of the court. Furthermore, while Kageyama's prodigious skill as a setter is undeniable, his initial interaction with the ace, Asahi, weren't without friction. It was Suga who bridged this gap. With a keen sense of observation and experience, Suga instructed Kageyama on the types of tosses that Asahi preferred.
朝日が得意なのはネットから少し離した
高めのトス。
This subtle guidance didn't just optimize the team's offense capabilities, but also strengthened the trust between the first-year setter and the ace. Through this gesture, Sugawara was not only ensuring that his teams had the best strategies at hand, but also nurturing the bonds between teammates. It is in these moments that Sugawara's significance truly stand out. He may not always be the one making flashy plays, but his influence ripples through every spike, every block, and every point Karasuno scores. His readiness to sacrifice personal spotlight, to share his thoughts, and to uplift his teammates ensures that even off the court, Sugawara's spirit is indelibly etched into every play. Now, this is not to say that Suga is only useful outside the court. No, while he might not be prodigious like Kageyama, he is a very reliable setter in his own right. Recall the match of Karasuno against Aoba Josei. Aikawa, Aoba Josei's star setter, is not just a force to be reckoned with due to his raw skills, but also for his deep understanding of the players and also for his mind games. And he knows how to exploit it and how to make his opponents stick. Kageyama, despite his undeniable talent, is at this stage where he was still quite inexperienced and begins to waver under Oikawa's pressure. The weight of expectations, Oikawa's deliberate mind games, make Kageyama's precision falter. His spikes less sharp, his serves more predictable. So as Kageyama buckled under the pressure of Oikawa, it was Suga who took the stage to reset the team's morale and dynamic. Stepping into the court, Suga is not just filling in for Kageyama, but bringing with him entirely different aura. While Kageyama's strength lies in his sheer talents, Suga's prowess is more nuanced. His setting, while not as sharp as Kageyama, is consistent and reliable. But more than these technical skills, it's Suga's emotional intelligence that sets him apart. Sugawara's presence on the court shifts the dynamic of the team almost immediately. He understands his teammates' strengths, weakness, and current mental states. Every toss he made is not just a pass, but a message, a motivation. A simple toss towards Asahi isn't just about setting up a spike, it's about rebuilding the ace's confidence. A compliment towards Tsukishima is about motivating him. A quick chat with Nishinoya or Tanaka isn't just strategy, it's about grounding them, refocusing their energy. Sugawara's true strength doesn't just lie in his gameplay, but in his ability to be both mental anchor and a motivator for the team. Every gesture, every word, every toss becomes a testament to his leadership, a soft yet unyielding strength that reminds each member of Karasuno of their worth, their capabilities, and their shared dreams. And while the match with Alba Jose is filled with spectacular plays and intense rallies, it's moments like this where a simple switch in players can turn the tide of the game. Not just in terms of points, but in morale that stands to testament what Haikyuu is truly is. A narrative of the heart, perseverance, and the unyielding spirit to fight. Leaving a legacy isn't just about carving your name into history. It's about lighting the path for those who will walk the journey with you. While many seniors will understandably clutch into their final moments of limelight, Daichi and Suga tread a different path. Their vision isn't myopic. It extends far beyond the confines of their final year. Instead of holding tight to their main roles, they frequently empower their juniors, imparting their skills, wisdom, and values that will serve them long after they're graduated. It's an investment in Karasuno's future. By instilling confidence, fostering independence, and promoting teamwork, the duo ensures that they're not leaving a void but a legacy. Daichi and Suga are characters that I've really looked up to and hope to one day become. So, in essence, while others might soar, dive, and dazzle, Daichi's and Suga's quiet confidence and unwavering determination that form the backbone of Karasuno's spirit. For Karasuno, these two aren't just players, they're pillars. While the team reaches for the skies, it's Daichi and Sugawara's steadfast determination that ensure they never lose ground, always anchored and always pushing forward. So it's not just about personal volleyball, it's about heartbeats synchronized in pursuit of a dream. I really love Haikyuu. And thank you so much guys for watching. Let me know what you think about the comments below. I really look up to these two and I hope that I did their characters justice. I will do more Haikyuu videos in the future, so if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.